We're starting today's episode in the area of Kawah Ijen in East Java. And the plan today is to head to what I've been told is a beautiful, beautiful tropical island off the coast of Java, which is actually not that far from Bali. And it's sort of like a competitor to Pulau Menjangan, which many of you will probably know in the west of Bali, quite close to the area of Pemutaran. Now, I want to go over there today, check it out, maybe have a chat to a few people, get on the motorbike, and I've got to get down this mountain. At the moment, we're about 1850 or 1900 meters above sea level, and I need to get down there to the town to sea level and up the coast. Oh, it should take me, I don't know, hour and a half or something like that. Let's get stuck in. You would have seen a couple of videos ago me sort of giving you a mini review of the room here at Bobo Cabin Ijen. It's a really great place to stay, even if you don't want to go hiking in this area, you just want to have a bit of a look around. I think it's a fantastic place to stay. They've got food on site, so you don't need to bring your own gear. Like that would have been the case up in the mountains around this area many years ago. Now they'll even deliver food to your room. Like I got a chicken pepper steak or something like that last night. Susan got chicken schnitty with some pasta, really nice. And then for breakfast I had pancakes and some indomie. It was pretty good. I think you can get these rooms for about 500, 600,000 a night, depending on day and season and that sort of stuff. Starting to rain a little bit now. I'm going to get done by a storm, and it's always the case, isn't it? You always get out there and get done by a storm, and hopefully it'll fine up a little bit by the time I get down to the coast. I'm quite far down now, but I'm just worried that it's going to set in. It's going to hope. The wind has been treacherous, which is really a little bit odd. I don't often get strong winds here in Indonesia like I've been getting for the past 24 hours. It's quite interesting, actually. So I've arrived at my hotel for the day. I'm going to check in and then go out and see if I can find that island. This place is called Bangsering Breeze. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like, we are the only guests here. It's a really large hotel area. We're the only ones here. It's a fairly big room as well. Like, it looks like someone's put a lot of money into this place at some point. It does feel a bit weird though, but honestly, well, it's all right. And it's not that cheap either. Like it's, I think I paid 740,000 for it. So it's pretty expensive. You know, actually in this area, there wasn't that much to choose from. I could have looked around for a little guest house that was not bookable. I was going to do that, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to upgrade a little bit. But whenever I do that, I'm never happy anyway. So I don't know. That's what we've got. So we're just going to settle in and then get out onto the road again and see if I can get a boat. That's the story. I'm not even sure if it's possible, but whatever happens, I'm sure something good is going to come our way today. I've been to quite a few places like this hotel over the years where someone's put a lot of effort and a lot of work into a place like this. It's quite nice, but it just hasn't, the maintenance hasn't been kept up. So it just feels a little bit run down. And it's probably because they're not getting the customers. Like when I came here, we had to wake the staff up. Like there's a guy sleeping on the lounge, and then we woke him up and we said, oh, we've got a booking. And then he was shocked, you know, that we were coming there. Yeah, this is the place, like you can see, like that pool hasn't been cleaned at all. Like no one's cleaned the pool, and yeah, it just hasn't been, well, yeah, people aren't doing anything to keep the place up to scratch is basically the story. Even though, you know, it's got the bones of a very good place. It's a bit sad, really. It's sort of been let to slide a little bit. But if you don't get customers, it's hard, isn't it, sometimes? So the island I want to go to, I actually found it on Google Maps. Like I haven't been there before. I haven't heard anyone recommend it or anything like that. But it's called Pulau Tabuhan. And I'm now at the dermaga, or the dock, or the little port area for the boats that go out there. Now, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to take me out there. I'm going to see if I can see the island. Oh, there it is, I can see it. So right over there in the distance, there is a little island. Apparently there's no facilities on there. It's just like a deserted island, and the snorkeling's good out there. That's the story, that's what I've heard. But whether there's Yeah, whether it's any good or not, I don't know. Pulau Menjangan is actually over there. That's off the coast of the West, that's Bali there, off the West Bali National Park. And we know that that is phenomenal. I've been there, but only a long time ago, and it's just amazing and worth going to as well. But I wanted to see if this was worth going to on the Java side. I'm gonna go out and speak to these guys. Bikin konten ya?
Iya, bikin konten.
Aku juga.
Foto-foto. Ikut
Foto,
Pak.
ya, foto.
Foto gas.
Foto gas.
Di tengah.
Oh, di tengah ya. Oh.
Di tengah.
Hey, look at this. I'm with these guys now. They're going to get a photo. This guy's going to take the photo.
Hey.
Oh, we're going to call them friends over. Okay. Namanya siapa?
Namanya Babayo.
Babayo.
Oke.
What's your one?
Obi.
Obi. Oh,
Obi.
I don't even think they're their real names, but we'll go with it. Babayo and Obi. Namanya?
Saya namanya Azom.
Azom, Babayo, and
Obi.
Yeah. Nggak mau ke pulau itu yang di sana? Pernah. Biasanya naik apa kalau mau ke sana?
Naik
Naik kapal ini biasanya.
Ini, tapi ada orangnya?
Kurang tahu.
Biasanya kena berapa kalau tarifnya?
Tarifnya berapa ya? Lupa dah. Lama soalnya udah.
Lama ya.
Sama
Ya.
asal dari mana?
Aku asal Australia.
Australia.
Ya,
Tapi
Bagus banget bahasa
Kenapa?
Indonesianya tapi.
Topinya Kolombia.
Ya, Colombia. Ya, Colombia. Suka ya. Topinya apa?
Ini songkok ini.
Songkok. He's got the songkok. I've got the Colombia.
Cap.
I'm going to have to go and speak to these boat drivers, I think, if there is any over there. I can't actually see anyone, and see if I can get a bit of a boat ride over there. All right, we're really getting the photo now. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, we got the photo. Terima kasih ya.
Terima kasih.
Yo. All right, so I don't know what we're going to do here. Not really sure what we're going to do here at all. All right, we've got the little ticket office here, but there's no people there. So it's actually really quiet. I don't know if this is like a Ramadan special. That's what it feels like, to be honest. People are usually a little bit sort of sleepy in the Ramadan at times. They're just trying to get through the day because they're starving. And we're here pretty late in the day. They even say they go to Pulau Menjangan from here, which is pretty cool. Nggak ada orang yang mau antar, nggak ada. Tapi ada satu.
Itu benerin mesin.
Tapi orangnya nggak ada ya?
Nggak ada yang mengantar. Benerin mesin doang ini.
Well, looks like we're not going to be getting out there today because they're just closed. There's a guy fixing his motor, and then there's a bunch of boats parked up here. You can see they look like they carry 10 people each. I actually read that you can spend 500,000 to get a boat and put 10 people on it. That's what I read. But like, there's just no one wanting to do anything today, which is a bit sad, really, because I really wanted to go out there. I'm here for that purpose. Like, that's the only reason I'm here. All right, do another photo session. Selfie, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Any video? YouTube, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay. Another one. Here we go. Oh, iPhone.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Enggak.
Okay, here we go.
Ustad.
Ustad. Oke. Lapar nggak?
Lapar.
Lapar.
Tapi puasa.
Ya, nggak apa-apa. Nantilah buka mungkin 2 jam, mungkin 3 jam.
Iya.
3 jam.
Iya.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, makasih. All right, I actually have a drone with me, which I very rarely fly, but I might do that, given that I can't get on a boat. Let's get the drone up and see what I can see. Given that we can't get across to the island, it's just not happening, and it's a sleepy old town. thought I might have a bit of a walk around the area and see if there's anything going on. See if I can speak to some people at least. One of the things about Pulau Menjangan now over in Bali, the price is really, really expensive. To go out on a trip on a boat over there is well over ₱1 million to get a boat to take you out. And it's not even that far. I think it's very expensive and not really... Hello! And not really, well, I mean, it's not that it's not worth it, because it might be worth it, but it's really just not, it's not correct price really, is it? And over here, the prices are more reasonable. You know, the guy's going to take a bit of a fee for his trouble and pay for his petrol and the purchase of a new boat or whatever, just, you know, the use of rental of the boat. And if it is 500,000 or 600,000, I think that's a fair price rather than $1 million. That's sort of like, I wanted to sort of get that comparison going. But unfortunately, if they don't actually operate the boat, well, you can't compare it at all. You've only got one choice, haven't you? You've only got Menjangan. Here we go, these little larrikins coming past again. Hello! It seems that corn growing is a big, big industry around here. Like big cornfields all around the place. Over there there seems to be grapes. They're vines anyway, they look like grapes. So there is a bit of agriculture, but aside from a little bit of agriculture, there seems to be like absolutely nothing going on. I wonder how people make money around here aside from that little bit of agriculture. Must be quite difficult, I think. This is sort of what the architecture is around here. Quite simple buildings. Oh, got kids racing along the road. Just quite a simple village, really. It's village life like this all around. Well, Java in particular is like this, but all over Indonesia, really. Just quite simple life. Not a lot going on. A few people doing a bit of work around the place, but pretty sleepy old villages. Hello. Lots of kids playing around, lots of cats. Not much else going on, really. There's some dudes over here bagging corn. That looks interesting. I might have to ask them about that. Yeah, look at this story. We're in the middle of the road and we're bagging corn. Oh, jagungnya.
Jagung.
Buat apa?
Buat ini, buat masaknya isi perut.
Ah, bukan untuk hewan.
Bukan.
Ah.
Dicampur. Kalau di master itu untuk hewan. Di sini untuk perutnya orang.
Dan biasanya kalau khas sini makanan apa yang pakai jagung kayak gini?
Master, saya ingin tanya dulu.
Ya.
Kau pinter bahasa Indonesia?
Ya, lumayan. Oke.
Ya. Alhamdulillah.
Ya.
Ada hubungan ya.
Ya, betul. Jadi.
Tapi bukan dari Israel.
Kenapa?
Bukan dari Israel.
Bukan.
Bukan. Enggak.
Kalau aku dari Israel, kenapa itu bermasalah?
Ya harus dianu itu. Ya ada tuh.
Takut ini.
Takut.
Iya.
Ya.
Ini kalau itu
ledak.
untuk ini. Iya. Bercanda.
Ya.
Bercanda tahu
Ya.
bercanda.
Tahu.
Tahu ya.
Ya.
Iya.
Jadi ini buah apa?
Untuk buah jagung untuk nasi.
Ya, tapi dicampur atau digiling, dibikin tepung.
Hebat bahasa.
Semuanya.
Iya.
Dibikin tepung.
Bikin tepung.
Ya.
Digoreng bisa.
Itu istri saya.
Orang Jepang itu ya?
Ya, bukan. Orang Bandung.
Oh, Bandung, bukan orang Jepang.
Bukan.
Seperti orang Jepang itu. Loh.
Bukan.
Iya.
Jadi bikin tepung, bisa dicampur sama nasi juga.
Ya.
Harus direndam dulu.
Enggak.
Cukup dah.
Oh, karena ini lumayan kering.
Belum
Bisa digiling tuh.
Ini belum bisa, cuma langsung beruang ini, langsung jadikan uang.
Satu karung bisa dijual untuk berapa?
Ini bisa 300.000.
Oh, lumayan juga. Dan itu area sebesar apa? Untuk tanam jagung itu untuk satu karung berapa luasnya?
Oh,
Iya.
kalau ini dapatnya luas 1/4 hektar ini.
Oh, 1/4 hektar.
Iya.
Jadi 250 meter persegi.
Ini dapatnya lumayan sudah ini.
Dan per tahun dapat berapa?
2 kali.
2 kali.
2 kali, 3 kali. 2 kali, 3 kali.
Tanam apa lagi? Itu aja.
Lombok, Lombok.
Oh, Lombok.
Di sini tempatnya Lombok.
Oh. Ya, cabai, ya.
Itu orang Bandung suka cabai itu.
Ya, suka, pasti suka. Ya, oke. Makasih ya.
Jerman.
Bukan Israel, bukan Jerman. Australia.
Australia.
Ya.
Saudara sendiri.
Betul sekali, Pak. Betul sekali.
Saudara sendiri itu.
Oke, makasih ya. Mari. Okay, there we go. Got a bit of information about the court. So 250 square metres is quite a large little field, I think. Like that there wouldn't even get you a bag. That could be 250 square metres actually. That would be 250. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, that'd be 250 easily. That'd be 300 square metres. Yeah, that'll be about a bag there. Well, that's what they do 2 times a year. So you need a fair bit of land to earn money, don't you? If you only do it twice a year, you've got a big block of land like that and you only get 600,000 a year from it. But you've actually got to put product into the soil probably, fertiliser, and that's not a lot of money. That's hard, isn't it? You really need big scale to earn money, I guess, on that sort of stuff, but yeah. All right, there's a place down here, their sign says Kampung Lobster, the lobster village. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna have a look at it because that could be interesting. The story about Israel. So, interestingly, that Israel and Indonesia don't have diplomatic relations. And that's mainly to do with a lot of Indonesians really not liking Israel and their policies and that sort of thing. By the same token, a lot of Christians in Indonesia do like to go to Israel for those religious tours and pilgrimages. So for them to actually get a visa to Israel, they have to go through an agent which has to send off the documents to a different country because there's no embassy of Israel in Indonesia. So that's a really interesting thing, and a lot of it's to do with Palestine and all that sort of stuff, and there's really strong views about that. I won't get into any of that myself because I know that's really divisive, isn't it? But it's a reality. A lot of people here really do not like Israelis, even though they wouldn't know what an Israeli is or is like, mainly because of what they see on the news and what is communicated to them through the mosques and that sort of stuff. Well, I've just seen a sign. Kampung Lobster's not a village at all. It's a dive club. That's weird, isn't it? A dive club here. So people must be going diving out into the island. Halo.
Hai.
Lagi apa?
Bersih-bersih.
Bersih-bersih ya? Oh. Ini seperti semacam restoran.
Ya, here restoran.
Oh, belum buka ya?
Sudah buka.
Oh ya.
Go inside.
Makasih. Okay, it's a little restaurant. Just poke my head inside. That's dinner sorted for sure. It looks like a pretty good place for, a bit of seafood dinner, and I wouldn't say it's modern, but it's quite, the standard's quite good. It's not just like a warung. So I'll be going there for dinner for sure later tonight. Now I've just stumbled upon a place that had a big sign out the front saying, Bang Sring Underwater. There's a few little, warungs there, so there must be something going on here. All this sort of seafront area is a little bit, it must be popular on weekends and stuff, but at the moment it's just not much going on. Now this looks like it could be a culinary sort of section of the area. Oh yeah, looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, tajil. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Ini tajil ya? Bukan.
Ayo, Pak, ini.
Emak nah.
Baik. Ini tajil atau?
Ya, tajil.
Biasanya isi santan atau apa?
Gula.
Gula. Yeah. Preparing for the breaking of the fast down here. There seems to be a lot of maybe this is a place I should have got the boat from. That's what it looks like. And over there, I actually got the drone out. There's a thing called Rumah Apung Bang Sring. It looks like people might snorkel over there, but not much is going on at the moment. It's just a beach area. Lari nyantai. Tunggu buka ya.
Dente.
Hah?
Dente buka.
Bahasa Maduranya
Dente.
Dente. Jadi kalian orang Madura?
Ya. Madura.
Oh.
Madura swasta.
Jadi tinggal di mana?
Situ Bondo.
Macam-macam situ Bondo.
Situ Bondo. Kenapa mampir ke sini?
Buka bersama di sini.
Acara.
Ada acara. Oh,
Mister, dari mana Mister?
Mararoa.
Dari mana?
dari Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, okay. Mari ya. Yeah. So that's buka bersama. That is bukber. And that's a really classic thing here in Indonesia during Ramadan, is that you like to have these big events where everyone gets together and breaks the fast together. It's more sort of like a reason to sort of get together and have a big, it's not party, but more of a, an event, because Indonesians love to do that sort of thing. All right, what have we got here? So many cats. Banyak kucing ya?
Ya banyak. Banyak kucing kasih ampau. Kasih ampau.
Aduh. Permisi. Lagi apa?
Lagi selawatan.
Ya. I'll go over here. We've got a little dock over here. Well, it's not a bad little area. I mean, it's not like I'm saying everyone needs to come here or anything like that, but it is pretty interesting. Like, what else are you going to do with your time? You know what I mean? Have a look around here. Oh, berenang pakai life jacket. So you can go for a swim using a life jacket. That's about it, really. Hello. People like to sort of, if I say something in Indonesian, they'll like to sort of say something back to me in their local language. There's lots of different languages that are local to the areas, and I've got no idea what they're talking about. This is a bit confusing. Now this thing, that's the underwater thing I thought I was coming to. It's here. So it must be that you come in here, jump off the jetty, which I'm not sure if I can trust the safety of it, but and then you can go over there and hang out on that little floating thing over there. I mean, the water, it doesn't look like you can see anything in there. Like, it's not dirty, but it's just not like you've got this clear, you haven't got this white sand bottom to it that makes it look beautiful. So yeah, that's what we're talking about, I guess. That's what we're talking about. Over here, north of Banyuwangi, in the middle of nowhere. Even though I haven't been able to get across the island, and even though there's not much happening here north of Banyuwangi, outside of Banyuwangi, it's quite representative of the very relaxed seaside nature of most of Indonesia. Most of Indonesia is actually like this because it's an island nation of 17,000 islands. There are so many seaside locations where you've got little platforms to hang out on, where you might eat a bit of seafood that's locally caught, or you might go for a little bit of swim in the ocean. Some areas are nicer than others, but clearly most people love it. And I actually enjoy it too, just coming down to see what's going on at the local beachfront. I mean, you could go for hundreds of kilometres along this coastline and see similar types of places quite easily. And just going along and having a chat to people is quite enjoyable. But because there's not much else going on, we're going to wrap things up there. Thank you for coming along for the ride today, and thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in for further Java adventures. I've got a few more places I want to go while I'm here. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time, and sampai jumpa.